Hello, everybody. Thank you so much for tuning in yet again to another episode. My name is Lovely Austin.
My name is Chauncey Morris, and welcome to the journey of becoming whole.
We are back, and this time we are going to be on the subject of choosing our circle.
I will follow up by saying that in the fullness of this being a journey, we want to title this Protecting Your Becoming.
Very good. So, I like it.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, where do we even start with this? I'm going to start with saying I think it is vitally important for us to choose our circle, because our circle, we can learn from our circle. Our circle can affect us in positive and negative ways. That's why it's important. And we can choose. For me, it's not only circle, but I feel like you can choose your family as well. For me, like you can choose who you want. To me, like you, of course, family is who it is. You're born into a family. It is what it is. So like nobody can, change that about you. However, you can choose who you want to get close to, and you are able to create a family outside of your biological family. You and your family is a prime example of that. Yeah. I do not look at you guys as just friends. Definitely way too much history for that. We are now family, and that's just it. I have learned so much from you, Lisa, the family dynamic. One of the things that I love so much about you and Lisa, do you want me to say Lisa or?
Yeah, go ahead. Okay. Go with it.
I know Lisa. I know,
you know her
this is Chauncey's wife I'm referring to right now. I know her as Lisa. So you and Lisa's dynamic, as far as your marital structure, what I saw from you guys, I really was like, that's the type of marriage I want. How close y'all are, that I've always seen. It's just like, I always felt like, it seems, and I tell me if I'm wrong, but y'all look like best friends.
Yes.
And I've always wanted my significant other, my partner, whatever, to be my best friend. Now, I know I've heard people say that can't be possible, but that's what I want. So that's what I intend to get. And you guys have been a great example for me since I've known y'all of that. I just think that the dynamic has always been beautiful for me. And I almost want to say I wanted to emulate that. You know how when you grow up, you have people that you look at their life, even if it's like a person that you don't know personally, like a celebrity or something like that, and you look at them and you like, I want to be like that person. Unfortunately, my dad was an alcoholic when I was really young, and I honestly thought that of a lot of black men, because that's all I saw. And when you're growing up, you look at that. If that's all you see, then that's what you're going to think it is. I was privileged enough to have my dad live in the household with us. And most of the people, in my community and stuff like that where I grew up, they did not have that. The dad was not in the household. So a lot of people was like, oh, you're lucky you have your dad in the household. And I'm like, yeah. And my dad's an amazing guy. God rest his soul. But miss him very much. But at the early stages of my life, again, he was an alcoholic. So I I made a determination in my mind that basically I didn't want my life to look like that. I didn't want a husband that was alcoholic. And with that being said, I didn't see that many examples that I said, ooh, I want my life or my marriage or my this and that to look like that. The first example of a real life marriage that I saw that I was like, ooh, I want my marriage to look like that is you and Lisa's.
Wow.
I said all that to say that. I needed it to make sense. So I love that. And then I have other people. So y'all are like family to me. I'm very closed off. People think that I'm an extrovert, but I'm not. I'm not. I get along with people and I talk to people like you wouldn't know that I'm an introvert for real. So there was really nobody that I don't like to get close to people. Let me just say that. I have a handful of what I call friends. I know a lot of people. Yeah. That's different. Mm-hmm. But friendship, I am 50 years old and I now have a very intentional friendship now. And I say the word intentional because I got to the point at this age, I was like, well, I mean, I have a friend that I've been friends with since 7th grade. Her name is Christy. She's amazing. I love her. Now, we don't live close. We live in the same state, but we don't live close anymore. Cool. So, of course, there's, we're not able to see each other much and, the distance, blah, blah, blah. That's my girl. She's always going to be like my girl. Like, if she say, hey, I need some help or whatever, I'm there. I am there. But that is a friendship that carried from, I don't want to say childhood, but we was in middle school, right? As an adult, I've only had one friendship that I love this person like my own flesh and blood. Yeah. And she betrayed me in the biggest way. It was like the biggest way. So since her, I've not ever had an intentional adult, starting out as an adult, friendship with a female until now. Mm-hmm. Her name is Ayeza. I gotta shout her out.
Okay, we name dropping today.
Yeah, we name dropping. Her name is Ayeza. She has been one thing that I love about her, and I honestly was okay with not having any new friends at my age because with me, running a business and working a day job, it was a lot for me. And I felt like a friendship was supposed to look like you're supposed to check in, if not every day, every other day. And it just felt like more than I could offer. So meeting Ayeza and her getting close, we just have so many things that we've experienced in life that has been very similar. And then she and I, we just clicked. It was just one of those, and we clicked immediately, and we've made intentions about our friendship. Like, that's why I keep using the word intentional, because it's like it organically formed. But she is now running a business. She's busy a lot. We respect each other's time. We literally put on our calendars when we're going to talk to each other, when we're going to hang out. Yeah. And it's just, we make plans to like bond. And it's so cool because I've never really had that like this before. You know what I'm saying? It's just really cool. So she is definitely a part of my extremely small circle. And I'm just extremely excited about it. That's all. I do have those, people, you, Lisa, the Morris family, y'all, again, like family, Christy, Ayeza, and that's pretty much it. My daughter. That's my circle is really small. Yeah. But I feel like we should also be able to learn from our circle as well. As far as people say that if you are the smartest person in your circle, then you need another circle. Something I've heard things like that before. I feel like people can help you grow. The people that you're around should be able to be there and help you grow. I know that my connection with Ayeza, my connection with even you and Lisa has prompted me to think, to grow, and all of that. And I feel like that is something that is good and essential in a circle. So I'm going to stop talking now and let you go.
No, you're doing fine. You're doing fine. I mean, I'll let you talk the whole episode.
No.
Because I think it's, I feel like it's loaded. It's, we can go many directions.
Yeah.
When we're talking about being intentional on establishing our circle. My position is a little bit different than yours. Because, I was always trying to be a little friendly guy, even when I was a little fella.
Yeah.
Then I had my bad years when I was a survivor and intentional about keeping everybody away. And then I changed again, and that's where I'll say, as they quote unquote got saved and got into the church, and then all of a sudden my heart was free and I'm ready to love everybody. Now it's different. And I am intentional because I say this with full conviction. There was a segment of my life was I was a complete love whore. I was a whore. Emphasizing on the whore. I was loose out here and freely giving my love, and I didn't have a circle. You see, so my love game was weak.
Okay.
It was weak. So everybody that I loved, I expected to have a friendship with, and it was supposed to last forever. And I didn't realize, after a great length of time on planet Earth, that it was how be it intentional and well meant. It was toxic as hell. My love was toxic.
Your love was toxic.
My love was toxic.
Oh, wow.
My love had a system of secret requirements that people didn't even know about while being in relationship with me.
Oh, wow.
I was living truths in my head about people that, number one, they didn't know about or cared to even participate in, because I seen my love when I said I love you as a contract. So there's a list of things that I was expecting out of you.
Okay, yeah.
So it made my love toxic because, for instance, and I'll use a small example. When I was in middle school, I was trying to find a wife. And I didn't understand why the girls would dump me. I thought they were being mean. I was after something that me or them wasn't ready for. Because I'm opening your doors. I want to carry your books. I'm walking you to the locker room. I'm walking you to the bathroom. I'm always around because I want to be that guy. Now, it's passionate and it's romantic and all of that, but when you were in middle school, you weren't designed to be a wife.
Very true.
And to be in a monogamous relationship. So when that's unchecked, you grow up and you carry that into real life relationships. So, because I found out most people aren't developed in healthy, loving relationships anyway. So I make it a over loving person can make the whole situation toxic, and you in the name of trying to do right. Now I know that's a surprise to you for me to say. That's what I said.
Yeah.
A lot of things I've taken self inventory. But the beauty of all of this is once I identified it and I stopped blaming other people for how our love was sabotaged and took my part in accepting where I sabotaged things too, my love changed. So did my circle. I have a healthy approach to loving people, where I had to learn to create boundaries for myself and them, and they are allowed to create boundaries for themselves.
Yeah.
And in a loving relationship, we respect each other's boundaries.
Yeah.
So that created a circle of people that I didn't focus on before.
Yeah.
Now I can sit here and tell you and identify who are my closest confidant. Now, when we went to school, part of school, what we learned in school, was to identify who are the ones that are contributing to you in your life versus the ones that are parasitic. I'm using them parasites. So I wasn't able to identify the parasites because I was too busy trying to, excuse me the way I say this, love the hell out of everybody because I thought that's what God wanted. I thought that's what I was supposed to do.
Yeah.
And I love doing it. And it had me out here like a love whore.
Wow.
And some people were perfectly okay with it because they knew they could get whatever they want out of me whenever. And I didn't know that my type of loving was abusive to myself.
Wow.
So I learned to refocus that love, and when I did, it created a circle. See, I didn't have a circle. So when I refocused my love, it forced me, it required me to identify people. Once I start living according to that, people fell off. People didn't want to love me that way.
Yeah.
And they didn't know how to. We all have to evaluate everyone. We have to evaluate to see what their purposes is in our life and how we benefit from one another.
One another, yeah.
Otherwise, if we're not evaluating, we could be entertaining a very toxic circle of people.
Yeah.
When I begin to have the courage, because I love people so much, I didn't want to hurt people, to courage to say, hey, look, I don't do this thing we do anymore. That part made the relationship rocky. I had to decide that you only want to be in relationship with me for that thing, not for my growth. Because the people that truly love you are willing to grow with you.
Yeah.
People love you, but they're not in love with your growth. That is not your circle.
Yeah. Yeah. But then, do you think that your circle can also change because of your growth?
Yes.
Everybody's not meant to come with you, you know.
That's your experience and maturity speaking.
Yeah.
We can't grow unless we lose people. And you're talking to a serial hold on to people type of guy. I'm calling you when you don't call me. I've messaged you. I haven't heard from you in a long time. I might show up at you. I was doing all those things. I was expelling all the energy, but it wasn't getting returned unto me. Now, if you ask me, with all the things that I was doing with so many people, who was doing the back? I say 3 people, and you're one of them.
Yeah.
It's not everybody.
Yeah.
They didn't want to grow in a capacity where their love for me would help me to grow. I saw some people actually judging me for my lack of growth, and they moved on. They grew on. They okay. They're doing better. So that the reality of that, as hurtful as it is for a guy like me, who's a man, I'm a man that leads by my heart sometimes, it was hurtful.
Yeah.
I feel so much better letting them go.
Yes.
It don't hurt anymore to let people be exactly who they want to be.
Yeah.
What I had to do was stop trying to bring everybody with me.
Everybody can't go with you. It's not destined for people. Everybody to go with.
Yeah, so who's the lesson for? It's not for them. It's for me.
Right.
It's for you. It's for us. It's for us.
Wow.
It's so protecting our becoming is telling the truth about our past circle, evaluating our current circle, and seeing where us and this circle is going. I know it's repeatedly said that you can't be the smartest person in your circle.
Yeah. What do you think about that phrase?
It's true depending upon your journey. But again, that's another truth that everybody want to apply to every situation. Not necessarily. What if everyone in the room is subsequently okay with the circle that they in?
Yeah.
Even if we don't all have the right answer for everybody, what if we could glean from one another, and the gleaming could create new opportunities for us to grow? It's not always having to go chase after somebody else. Let me tell you why. Because some people do have our answers and they can't stand us.
True.
They afford themselves to treat you like they will be buttholes to you out of the luxury of, I have the information that you need. Guess what? I don't want it.
Wow.
And no, it don't mean that our truth has to come from somebody that we love. We ain't gonna be in a loving relationship with people who know more than us. And this is what I'm gonna say: just because you have the information, don't mean I'm supposed to enter into a relationship with you in the first place. We go to college, we get the information, they give us a degree, and they say goodbye. They're not our friends. For our professors are not our friends.
Right.
So we have to be careful what this arrangement is. So I'm careful of who I commit my time to.
Yeah.
And the objective has to be life-giving for me to commit my time.
Life-giving.
Life-giving, beneficial, life-changing, changing the trajectory of my life.
Yeah.
And I want to let you know, I still have say-so over my own life.
There you go.
You give me the information and I decide what I'm going to do with it. So I love a circle of accountability.
Yeah.
I have that now. I have a circle of people that I confide in, and it's still on multiple levels because it's certain things that I'm willing to discuss with people and certain things I'm not.
Yeah.
And church or time in relationship ain't going to determine that. It will come from our level of established trust and experience. Because I need to experience our ability to have trust in this relationship. Because I was trusting in a relationship that ended up with distrustful things.
Yeah.
I don't give that power anymore over my life. So, no, I freely have permission to evaluate why we are in relationship together. You won't be offended if you don't have ill-gotten intentions from me.
Right.
Look at me. I'm your friend. How are we friends? Look and see. Have I not been this for you? And have you not been it should be healthy, and we should be comfortable with our circle.
Yeah.
So that's how I feel about it. Like I said, it can go a lot of ways, but just in the terms of our journey to being whole.
Yeah.
Because this may sound differently if we have a journey into fixing our finances and our journey of building our businesses. But we're talking about relationship that is helping us to be whole within ourselves.
Yeah.
We have a right to discern every aspect of it.
Yeah.
So
as we should.
Everyone is not friendly anyway. Everyone is not good friends They're not, and everyone
Right.
don't know how to be good friends. Some people doing the best they know how.
Yeah, that's
But
true.
when you are self-serving and self-centered, it's hard for you to be good friends. You can have friends, but good friends. 'Cause
Yeah.
sometimes I need you when you don't feel like being needed.
Yeah.
So how do your friend respond? Your friend may be tired, but pick up the phone anyway.
Right.
Your friend says, "Well, I don't understand it, but I'm here for you.
Yeah.
I don't agree with you. This is what I see." Even though we are in a disagreement, you're not saying, if you don't agree with me, we're not friends
Exactly.
no more. So
Right.
the circle is important. That's in becoming whole. Go ahead. I'm sorry.
Oh no, I'm listening. I'm listening to taking it all in myself.
I do want to say something.
Yes.
As far as you and my wife, I know this isn't the platform for it, but it's two dynamics that I have to glean from. One is the reason why me and my wife are together over 30 some years is because when the going got the toughest and we had to kill our first marriage, we built our new marriage off of our friendship. We weren't husband and wife no more. We became friends again because sometimes in all the problems that gets lost, and when you got a whole lot of people in your circle, your friendship can be tainted. Our friends, we destroyed our relationship and built a new one. So what people see in 2026 is our work. That what of the things that we decided. So we decided we wanted to be best friends again, and then we would learn how we dated each other. And walk back into the new roles of being a husband and a wife. Now, what I want to say is, so our barometer of friendship, the height of it, is going to be measured about how we treat each other first.
Absolutely.
So you're not in our circle if you can't respect that we are best friends first. And
Absolutely.
we have other best friends such as yourself. But the barometer, the height, the foundation of it now is I'm not going to be a better friend to somebody else than her. Because that's what was going on. People wanted to have more of me in friendship than what's at home. That's not fair. It's disrespectful.
It is very disrespectful.
And it's parasitic. It's toxic. But when you don't know that that's what's happening, I was susceptible to that. Like, that was wrong. Secondly, I want to say, I want to call you out and single you out because I know we've been friends for a long time and we've been through a lot of stuff together. Me, you, Lisa, and our families have been through a lot of changes. Moving, leaving, businesses, no businesses, all of that. One of the most valuable things that I wanted to say on this podcast and to the world that you said to me as a friend was after I lost my sister. I was broken when I lost my sister. It's one of the most recent, toughest things that I ever had to go through. Because it was totally unexpected. We was talking, the next day she was gone.
Wow.
I remember it vividly. But I was outside by myself hurting when you called me. And nobody had done anything to me. It wasn't that. It's just I was trying to deal with what was happening. And it happened so fast. Especially the way it happened in the hospital. I don't want to get into the details of that today. But people were calling me in their mind to rescue me from, according to what they said, from how I usually react. And I didn't answer the phone because I didn't feel right talking to people that I knew wasn't going to talk to Chauncey. You called me and you called me for no other reason but to comfort me in that moment.
Absolutely.
And I knew it, and I didn't have a lot to say.
Yeah.
But one thing you said that I will hold true for you and our relationship forever is, you said, Chauncey, don't try to be strong for everyone else. I've only seen you do that in every situation. You said, this time, let everyone else be who they're going to be and deal with it the way they're going. But you said, mourn your sister. And it struck my heart because nobody never said that to me before. Wow. And I appreciate you loving me enough to say it, even if I might have went off on you and thought you were saying something crazy. But that week, that funeral, I mourned my sister.
Yeah.
I cried the deepest, hardest cry for the pain I felt of losing her that way.
Yeah.
But I'm a better man to do that than to have been handling it all the other times the way that I did. I didn't move on. I didn't get past the moment. I didn't try to keep of course, I always make sure my wife and kids are okay in the moment. But we had enough family and friends there to take care of them. My wife let me mourn. So because of that, I may have days of missing her, but I don't live with no hurt. So I love you guys for her, number one, her level of our friendship that she set the bar for. Because if we didn't have that, you couldn't have said that to me. Because it matches what I needed as a man. That's the kind of doggone. So I'm trying not to cuss, but that's the kind of circle you want. Yeah. Not when everything is good and everybody say, hey, let's party. No, but what I found out, my new truth is, when the worst things happen to me, I have the right people in my life. So I thank both of y'all for establishing something that I don't care if other people don't like or wish for themselves, but want to replace that. I will never replace the things that people done that was so meaningful to me in my life, my quality of life. So I wanted to say that to you, that I thank you for being there for me in that moment, you and her. So
yeah, I definitely want to shout Lisa out, because if she hadn't told me, I don't know if I would have known the severity of how you were processing everything. And when she told me, I was in Atlanta. I was like, I said, God, I don't know what to say. I did. I said, I'm going to call him, but I have no idea what to say. And the one thing I knew is that I couldn't say the wrong thing in that moment. It was very vital to me. I took that as it was so serious in that moment. I never forget it. I felt the weight of it, and I was like, I said, listen, God, listen, I need your help on what to say to him. Because I don't know if I've seen him quite like this before. So let me just guide me on my words. And what I said came straight from God, Spirit, whatever you want to call it. I was like, look, Spirit, I need your help, because I don't know what to say, and I don't want to, because when people are in a vulnerable state, we need to understand that we could say the wrong thing within ourselves, and that will take them straight over the deep end. So you cannot just say whatever when people are in their very weakest, vulnerable state. And that's why I knew, I said, I gotta say the right thing. So one guaranteed way to do that is to listen to your inner guidance system, God, Holy Spirit, whatever you want to call it. You have to listen to that. Because if you don't, and you go within what you feel like the right thing is to say, or what
Shooting
people
it off the
always
hip. Shooting it off the hip.
God's will and all that stuff. Like, okay, and is that helping in this moment? A lot of times people get nervous and say the things that people say a lot because they feel like they have to say something but don't know what to say. But to that I say, either be guided by Spirit, by God, or just be there and not say anything.
I'm going to add one in there. I appreciate you saying I don't know what to say.
Yeah.
That's how my wife talks to me.
Yeah.
Chauncey, I don't know what to say. Or I don't know, I need to process. I respect that so much more than you making up. Don't come to me when I've lost someone to say, well, they're in a better place. How do you know? You been there? You been there? You can't tell. I don't like the warm and fuzzy untruth you can't prove. But and I'm supposed to be respectable and receive it because you're trying to be nice. Trying to be nice and saying what you think you should say without no validity throws people off. But you won't take responsibility for that. You'll just say it's our problem. You'll say it's me. Oh, he just, Chauncey just fell off, man. He done lost his mind and everything. Why? Because there was crucial moments where the right people could lend their heart and really seek inside themselves to say what may revitalize the situation. That's why I say you and my wife, y'all weren't the only one. I got other people. I'm not shouting everybody out tonight because I got instances, because you don't see, when it's not you, you don't realize that these days you remember forever.
Yeah, exactly.
I remember I will remember certain things forever. I'm not going to forget it. So if you was that person that day, I'm not going to forget it. But if you are that person, I'm going to remember and almost feel in debt to you forever. It's a difference.
Wow. Yeah.
I remember the person who held me when I found out my dad died. Yolanda Edwards held me until her husband to come where we was because I couldn't drive anymore. I was literally faintish on my feet, and I drove a truck almost 100 miles to get home safely. I cried 110 miles. I could barely stay on the road because I was crying so hard.
Wow.
I couldn't talk. I couldn't answer the phone. And you had to know that it was one of the biggest challenges of my life. Yolanda Edwards held me until, because the only goal was they were just trying to get me to Lisa.
Yeah.
Because it was something from what we have experienced as a family that would be overwhelming for anybody. I just realized that I lost my daddy tragically, and the person told me while I was driving the truck.
Oh my God. Wow.
They bypassed my wife to tell me that, screaming in my ear. I almost wrecked. So that moment is frozen in my mind. So my best male friend on planet Earth drove me and took me to, he parked my tractor trailer while his wife held me because I couldn't stand up to get me to my wife.
Oh, wow.
And then that same moment, my wife had to tell my sister across the street that our dad is gone. That was a difficult day. So that ain't the day to come tell me, oh, he's in a better place. You understand? Yeah. So that's the reason why people out there, I don't play them type of game. I don't say things I don't have proof and evidence of. I don't do it because I'm not going to lie to you. I will cry with you, I will hurt with you, and ask you if you need me to do something.
Yeah.
But I'm not going to say anything to appease myself because I'm feeling bad that you're suffering. It's other ways to do it.
Yeah.
Like as you said, that we're listening to ourselves to see what we should and shouldn't do.
Yeah.
I just want people to know that some of us have a photographic memory of the trauma.
Yeah.
I'm not carrying it. No, you did it. Oh, we got a lot of shows.
Yes, sir.
No, I'm not carrying it. No, you did it.
Yeah.
You want me to get over what you did to me.
Yeah.
I got to get through the moment, but I also got to deal with what you did, what you said, what you didn't do.
Yeah.
Because some people abandon us when we're going through the worst. Ain't that funny? That's another show.
Yeah, that is. Oh my goodness.
Go ahead. I'm sorry.
No, you are totally fine. So, it is past our time. We want to stop you from flowing.
Okay. No, but
oh my God,
we need time. We need our time restraint. We
do. But thank you for telling me that. Thank you.
I mean it.
Yeah,
I mean it with
appreciate
my
that.
soul.
I appreciate both of you. Y'all are extremely important to me.
She's gonna end up
Extremely.
on camera on one.
It would be nice.
Oh,
I would love that.
Start talking to a person they can't see. It's happening.
I know, because
She's over there all she wants.
Lisa's over there. My daughter's over here.
Yeah, they're here.
Whenever she references me and points this way, it's because I'm here.
Yeah, it's right there.
And my wife is sitting in front of my face.
Yes.
So, just so you know, I'm speaking the truth in her presence.
Yes. Yes. Sure enough, y'all heard it. All right. So, in other words, all that being said, it is important for us to choose our circle. So, I think that's pretty, unless there's anything else that you want to add.
No, because it's going to take us other places. No. Let's just hang out there.
Okay. Well, I appreciate you guys listening in to us yet again. If you can do me a favor and hit that subscribe button, that would be great. You can definitely also do the notifications. So we're going to be trying to drop a new episode every week. So definitely be on the lookout for that. If you want to make sure that you don't miss it, hit the notification, little bell over there, and you will hear it.
I also want to add that we are working towards having a live show so that we can interact with you guys.
Yes.
That is something that's in the making. Y'all be patient with us and give us time so that when you do have comments and questions, we'll have someone to be able to read them to us while we are recording. Just so that y'all know that we appreciate your support and the things that you have to contribute to our show, because we all have a lot to say, because this is the representation of all our journey of becoming whole.
Absolutely. Wow, that was I ain't even got to say that in the part. That was it. No, I'm just kidding.
Go ahead. You got it.
Listen, y'all, thank you again. You are not behind.
You are not broken.
You are
Becoming whole.
See you next time.
See y'all later.
Peace and blessings.